everybody, welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the long delay yet again, but I've been working a good amount on this video because I did not like any of the setup. For some reason I became very freaking picky out of nowhere, and I just hated every video that I shot of this, so I deleted all of them. If my recycling bin on the computer, or trash bin, whatever you want to call it, could talk, it would say, kill me. It is so full of deleted videos. Because I just shot this, but I just have to, I gotta get something out. So, here we go. But, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the name of the video, I finally finished my very first miniature in Blender, and it's ready to be printed. I've got one in my hand. Actually, I've got a few that I'm going to do as giveaways to some people that are around here, but and all that kind of thing. But it'll be available on Thingiverse and maybe my miniature factory, something like that, but definitely Thingiverse for free in case y'all want to get it and try it. And because I mean, I gotta see what other people think, because I'm excited, a little nervous, but I'm excited because this is my first one. But before I get into showing you close-ups of the figure, I want to say I want to give a big shout out to I believe his name is Valandar. He goes by Valandar. He's on Thingiverse and things like that, and he makes some really good miniatures, like really great stuff. He has a YouTube channel called 3D Sculpted Printed Minis. I'm gonna have a link down below to his channel, and at the end of this video, I'm gonna have a little attachment to the video where he talks about proportions for making your own miniatures, like scaling the head and hands and things like that, because that video really helped me figure out what I was doing wrong with this mini and how I was able to fix it. So yeah, if you guys are looking into making your own minis and stuff digitally, or even sculpting, definitely check out that video because it helps. It's the only video that I could find talking about scaling proportions of hands and heads and everything like that for miniatures, but I'm pretty sure there's other videos. That's the only one I could find because I'm terrible when it comes to research. But yeah, definitely check out his video. The next person on my list that I want to just give another shout out to is the Terrain Wizard, also known as Warren Christmas Village. He made the Gingerbread Gang, the Snow Goons, the Mistletoe Misfits, yeah. Because seeing several of his videos and him making his own miniatures and getting them out there, it made me want to do it. And I've already got a small list of things that I'm working on as practice, and I've actually got one commission coming up, but it's something that ain't gonna take too long. But it'll be good practice. It's like some little cutesy chibi type things, whatever that anime stuff is. My sister loves that stuff, so I'm doing it for her. So it'll be up on the video channel soon, and it's real cool. But yeah, go check out their channels, the Terrain Wizard and Valandar stuff, because their videos help me actually just do this, and I feel a really cool connection with this stuff, because I mean, this right here went from an idea in my head to a picture on a screen, and now it's in my hand. So I really love that whole aspect, and it didn't take me as long as I thought. But I know y'all are probably sitting there thinking, just get to the video, just show the mini. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit, and I'll just show it. But this is, I call this little fella, I call him Remus the Apothecary. But as you can see here, this is what he looks like. I tried my damnedest to make him nice, but where I messed up was, the first time I messed up, I sculpted him as if I was trying to sculpt a model for animation and things like that. I got him almost too proportionate, like normal human standards. So when I printed him, he came out weird. Like his head was far too tiny, and it was just a really weird kind of thing to deal with, and I was sitting there wondering to myself, well, what did I do wrong? And that's where I found Valandars' video on the proportions, and that helped me fix this problem. So this video, the one you're seeing now, is the finished one that will be available on Thingiverse. I also have a supported version of him. I'm going to try to have that up as well, and hopefully the supported version will print well for you guys, because I haven't had any. I was able to print 3 of this guy off on my Photon Zero, and I didn't have any problems, so hopefully it'll work with me the same as it'll work with you guys. The only thing that is a problem, I will go ahead and say, is the details that you are seeing on the small details, like on the trim and like the stitches of his skull cap and stuff like that. Those didn't show up on mine, but that's because I printed mine to be 28 millimeters. I learned I'll probably tinker with it a little bit more for the next minis, but basically, if you want to have a miniature like this, you need to exaggerate that kind of thing, small detail, if you want it to show up from 28 millimeters. Now, bigger sizes, it'll probably show up no problem. But for my scale, it ain't gonna show up. But he still paints up really well, and I'm very proud of it. Like, I'm really, really proud of this thing. And here's a few shots of what he looked like when I first had him painted. Yeah, here are some pictures of him when I first had him painted. I tried using photography with a black background, and you could see a lot more of the detail, except I didn't like how somehow I used white for his skull cap and his apron, because I was thinking, I was like, he's gonna be an apothecary. He needs to have some part of him to look clean, that way he's not just a battlefield butcher kind of thing or anything like that. But somehow the brown, I guess I didn't shake the bottle up enough or something, but the brown wash just stuck to it, and it just made it made the white of the skull cap become just the same color as his skin tone, and the lights just only focused on that, just blinded the whole, like, these pictures just look like crap because the light just refused to do it. I tried again with white in the background, and it was a little bit better, but he just looks like he got, like, his ass kicked in the mud, But then after a while, after a bit of fiddling, I just got tired of it, and I repainted the skull cap a light brown, and I repainted the apron white again, but I did a lighter wash with it, and it came out far better. I'm very happy with this little fella, and he is... Well, there's no other way for me to say it. I'm very excited to keep making minis like this, because it's really cool. I mean, not much I can say without being a rambling buffoon like normal. Like I said, sorry I don't have a lot of footage to show of me making this fella. Like I said, I didn't think it would actually work, because when I came to the hands, which was the last thing I needed, I wasn't worried about the feet, because I just gave him some basic kind of leather shoes, and no one's really going to be looking at the feet too much. Normally, I don't normally. But when it came to the hands, I was very worried that it would just look like complete crap. But then someone in another video basically, brought up a thing where he basically said, at this scale, their fingers just look like sausages anyway. So, and then I was like, then when it dawned on me, I was like, I'm thinking too hard on it. I don't need to be this critical of it. I just need to make it look like a hand from, at 28 millimeter scale. I don't have to make it like extremely like detailed. I mean, it don't really need to look like it's from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or anything like that, or Attack on Titan, with things that have a lot of detail just shoved in your face. But then when I got it, I was very happy with it. So I'm definitely going to have to go. I'm just gonna have to make a bunch of hands. That way I have preset hands just ready to go when I need them, because that'd probably be a good idea. That way I don't have to keep making them. But yeah, we're gonna cut away to some stills of this little fella set up with some terrain, and I hope you guys like this video. I am excited to keep cranking out things like this. Hopefully I can actually get them. Hopefully I can do if I get better, hopefully I can do a sculpt each week. for when I'm not crafting terrain. If you guys have any suggestions for things you want me to build, want me to sculpt, put it down below. I'd be happy to get some, you know, inspiration here or some suggestions. If you have any tips, definitely let me know down below. But hopefully I'll have all the links down below and on the end cards and all that stuff by the end of this, because, you know, the people who helped me out with this, I really want them to get their credit, because, you know, if I hadn't seen their videos on it, I probably just wouldn't have done it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this in some degree. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.